Here we go with deck number 3. Okay, look. I only bought 5 of these, but I have thoroughly enjoyed the first 2. And oh, man, we're getting a nice mixture with 5 decks. We're getting a nice mixture of different houses. Misanthrope Mitchin. Mitchin. It really is Michin? I don't know, but that art is cool. Look at that. Look at that Archon. It's pretty neat. I have enjoyed the previous 2 decks thoroughly. I love opening these things card by card because you really start to see the combos. It reminds me of when you sit down to play like an Archon, not an Archon, what do you call it, a sealed deck tournament, which then makes me miss sealed deck tournaments, and I hope that we can get back to that sooner rather than later. But, you know, until then, opening decks is not a bad thing to do. Not a bad thing. Let's put this over there. Oh, one of those cards is kind of this card is kind of chipped. We're gonna make sure that doesn't happen to any of these cards. All right, card by card. I'm looking forward to seeing what Shadows has to offer. Here we go. All right, starting with this though, we've got Dominator Bauble, which is just a great card, a great old school card. There are the 7 sins in this set. That was one thing that was really exciting to me as well. And again, we haven't looked at this deck list, so they could be in this deck, but probably not. Let's see. Drekker, 4 power. Damage dealt to it during fights is also dealt to... Sorry, damage dealt to the neighbors is also dealt to it, which is interesting. It has a Reap Steal 1 effect, though. So if something next to it takes damage... Oh, 2 of them. So again, if something next to it takes damage, then it takes it as well. We got another Imp Spectre, which we saw in the first deck we opened. If you haven't checked out the other 2 decks, go tell me which one you like the best. Ooh, an Infernus. What a great card. What a terrible card to play against. I'll tell you what, this card is so powerful. Infernus is such a good one. Man, I tried complimenting the deck to see if it would give me a second one. It did not. Mindfire, though, this one does seem pretty cool. I love the disruption that Dis provides, hence the name Disruption. I love that. Got another Cinder. Destroy a friendly creature, which allows you, again, to just trigger off some cool destroyed effects, which you find on these cards. Another Snarette. Man, this is like a good disc package. These are all the commons as well. I think we're about to get to uncommons. This is new. Waking Nightmare. It's got a pip that you just gain an amber right away. Enhanced, it's going to knock your opponent's amber down 1. Keys cost 1 more for each disc creature in play during your opponent's next turn. Ah, cool. So it's not a static effect. It just happens for a turn. But as long as you have some disc creatures that you're playing down, and there's some in this deck. I mean, this deck already has what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 so far. That's a pretty good card. Essence Scale. We saw that in the last one, or the first one, I should say. Spoiler alert. I guess you should be checking those out too. Hey, an old school Snudge. Look at that. Snudge is a powerful card. If you let him stick, he can be really disruptive. And then a Maleficorn. That's how you would say that. Maleficorn, like Maleficent. When you play this card, it will deal 1 damage to something. This has Enhance 4, and after an enemy creature is dealt damage by one of these bonus icons, deal 1 to that creature. So it can stack, which is neat. As long as she's out there, I would imagine, right? All right, on to the Saurians. Beware the Ides. Deal 23 damage to a creature in the center of its controller's battle line. Deal just straight up 23 damage. It might as well say kill the creature, but it doesn't say that because I guess Ward prevents that damage. Obviously, we have a gain an amber pip as well. That's a hilarious card. Chant of Hubris. Move 1 amber from a creature to another creature. Cool, cool. Citizen Shrix. Exalt him and then steal 1 whenever you play it, whenever you reap him. So he's going to gain amber onto himself, which is dangerous, but you're also stealing when you do that, if you're reaping with him. Galeatops, probably that. There's the steal 1 amber, or drop 1 amber. This dude's big, look at that. He only deals 4 when fighting, though. He's a beast. Literally, he's a beast. He's a beast. All right, Prefectus Ludo is a great card that is very disruptive if your opponent is trying to, I don't know, keep their amber or rack their amber up, and you're trying to capture their amber. We haven't seen much capturing in this deck, though, thus far, so it might not be that useful. Sagittarius Gaze. Sagittarius Gaze. I don't know how you'd pronounce the double I's, but Sagittarius Gaze. It's an action. It's got the enhance. It gives an enhance, excuse me, and it exalts a damaged creature, and you gain an amber from it. So that's not too bad. Wow, there's going to be a lot of damage pips coming up if we haven't seen them at this point. There's one. Enhance. This gave another one. This is crazy. There's a lot of little, like, play this card, deal a damage kind of things. I wonder if that's going to be powerful going forward. Spoils of Battle. Another action. A friendly creature captures one. Each creature with amber on it captures one from its opponent. So this includes your opponent's creatures capturing from you as well, which is interesting. We're still in the commons. There's a lot of commons. Hey, play, fight, capture one. So there's another capture effect. It's pretty good. So again, it's good for Perfectus Ludo to have a lot of capture effects that he can then kind of convert to the common supply. Dreadbone Decimus. Play, fight. You may exalt him, and if you do, destroy a creature with lower power than Dreadbone Decimus. So if you exalt him when you play this card, after you deal your damage, then he can just come in and kill something. Coming in and killing things is powerful, and it's also a fight effect, which means if he survives a fight, he just gets to knock something down. Library of Polyosaurus. Move one amber from a friendly creature to your pool. And I would imagine, finally, we're got to be getting close. Hey, look, it's a unique. Umbrasaurus. That's cool art. It's got elusive, and then you may exalt Umbrasaurus. If you do, deal 3 damage to a creature. Is that the last one? It's got to be the last one. No. Yes. Here we go. On to Shadows. Shadows. This is going to gain you an amber. It's going to deal 1 damage. Then it's going to deal 2 damage to each non-mutant creature. That's pretty cool. It's like Poison Wave, but it's got all these pips that have been... One has been added. Pretty cool. Look over there. Deal 2 to a creature. If it's not destroyed, steal 1. Okay, this is looking interesting with all the damage pips that are coming. Deal 2 to a creature. If it's not destroyed, steal 1. So we do it again. So we got a couple steal effects now. That's good. There's Mug, and there's a damage icon that's been added. Move 1 from a creature to your pool, and then you deal 2 to it. You can pop before that as well. We got Nexus, so if artifacts are a thing, then this deck provides you the way of dealing with that, which is pretty cool. We have, Rad Penny. I was hoping this card was in this deck. Rad Penny. Steal 1. Shuffle Rad Penny into your deck when she's destroyed. That's so cool. Rad Penny is way better than Bad Penny. Shoulder Id. Taunt, and it can't fight, but it's got 6 power. It's a Spectre. Look at that. That's cool. When Shoulder Id would deal damage, steal 1 instead. So when they attack into this taunt creature, instead of it, dealing 6 back, then you just steal 1 from your opponent. Kind of interesting. I'm curious to see how that works. Vandalize. You're going to play this, gain an amber. You're going to deal a damage from the damage pip, and then you're going to look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, discard 1, and then arrange the others in any order. Not bad. The fact that the pips are on there make it so much better, too. Steal 1, discard the top card of your deck. If it's a Shadows card, trigger this effect again. Now, I don't think, maybe it would just keep going if you just go Shadows, 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 right? It would just keep stacking until you don't hit a Shadows card. I believe that's the case. In that case, that's pretty sweet. Wow, not a lot of creatures, though. Spike Trap artifact, destroy Spike Trap. It's an Omni, so you can do it at any point, no matter what house you named. And then if you do, deal 3 to each flank creature. That includes your own. The contents of this card is 1 carrot and 304 nails. The carrot is the bait, right? Doom Sigil. Each creature gains poison. If there's no creature in play, destroy Doom Sigil. That's a cool artifact. And that's a rare, right? Yeah, that's a rare. So there's 1 more card. That means this could be something special. I don't know what it would be, though. Xeno Thief. That's the unique that was attached to the other one. It's a 3-power elusive creature fight. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand, and then 1 on the bottom of your deck. What do you do with the other one? Did I miss that? Look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Put 1 into your hand, and 1 on the bottom of your deck. I guess you just return the other one to the top of your deck. That's interesting. So, how's this deck play out? It's very intriguing. I feel like the other 2 might have had more stuff going on, like combo-wise, but this just has a straight-up good dis side of things. And I feel like there's a ton of steel and a ton of little pings that go off on the Shadows side, where all of those pips ended up. They did not distribute well into the Saurian side of things. They just literally all stacked up on Shadows. But that's really interesting. I think that's another interesting thing about these decks, is they literally could just all stack up one way or the other. And that's why I'm looking forward to opening more of these decks, because who knows what's inside of each one. As always, everybody, thanks for watching.